My name is Jock Mahoney. In the good old days of motion pictures, when the director had to film a fight, the director would take the heavy aside and inform him the leading man was upset and was going to land a few good ones. Then the director would take the leading man aside and tell him that the heavy was going to make a real fight out of the scene. The leading man better put the heavy away quick. Well, to everyone's chagrin, real fights didn't come off on the screen. So Alan Pomeroy at Warner Brothers realized that there had to be a technique developed, so he took cameras and a gaggle of stuntmen. And through trial and error, developed the screen fight technique that we use today. Now, in the good old days, they usually scheduled fights the last day of the picture. With the picture already shot, if someone was hurt, so what? Today, the entire action is handled by trained stuntmen. You all right?
No trouble.
Good. It was a nice fall. May I introduce Chuck Clow, who will be working with us in Stunts number 1. Thank you, Chuck. Audiences live vicariously, and action is a big part of that game. Now, if there's a credibility gap in what you see, it becomes a farce. To meet the public's demand for new and more exciting scenes, the risks involved are multiplied. Actors' contracts will prevent them from doing dangerous stunts, even if a man wants to do his own work, because of insurance policies. Well, stuntmen are ready, willing, and able to take the risks. That is, for adequate compensation, and often for the challenges to prove that it can be done, plus adequate compensation. There's an old saying here in Hollywood that the toughest part of any stunt is to get the assistant director to agree on your price. The third member of our group that will be helping us show technique today in Stunts number 1 is Jay Jones. Gentlemen, you want to get started? Now, no athlete in the world would think of doing anything without first a good warm-up. Most people are in less than top physical condition. But first and foremost for every stuntman is a good warm-up, as it should be for you. Fight sequence, the first thing you have to consider is the camera. The camera only has one eye, therefore its depth perception is very bad. But that's good. The camera in the correct position on a punch, it'll be real and it'll be a hit. That same punch with a different camera angle, you'll definitely see that it's a miss. Film normally goes through a camera at 24 frames a second. You can actually throw a punch between frames. That means that the camera misses the punch and the audience is cheated. So you have to set a punch up in 3 parts. You set the punch. This gives the audience the inkling of the coming action, and also your partner sees that the punch is going to start. The punch must travel the longest distance possible before the point of impact. So set it, long travel to the point of impact, and then follow through. Same on the roundhouse left. Set it, longest distance possible to the point of impact, and then you follow through. At a normal working distance, you have no problem missing. But say you're working much closer. You have to start your punch exactly the same, but bringing it on a flat plane closer to your chin than your opponent's chin for a very simple reason. If you bring it closer to his chin and on the follow-through, you're going to get him with an elbow. So start it out here normally on a flat plane, right straight across, closer to your chin than to his chin, and the follow-through again. Chuck and Jay would like to show you the proper head takes for different punches. Okay, do the uppercut again and get in there. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, block the punches now. The right and the left. Okay, block and a kick. Beautiful. When using a high camera angle shooting down, actors rehearse a slow punch so the cameraman can adjust the proper impact height as he sees it through the camera. No matter how off the mark it seems to the actors, that's where the punch must travel for the correct result on film. A low-angle camera shooting up at the actors is set the same way. You ask the cameraman to advise you of the right line of travel that the punch must take. To hurt a fellow actor is unforgivable. So ability, cooperation, and safety are your prime concern. Now, the fine line between an injury and believability is control and practice. Control and practice. Take all the time that you need to rehearse a fight sequence until you're absolutely comfortable with it. And don't get in front of the cameras until you are. Now, if you're the guy that's taking a bump or a fall, make sure you know how you're going to land and where you're going to land. Now, what if you're going to take a high fall? There's an old adage that it isn't the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop. I've been told that a Russian fell from an airplane at 13,000 feet, landed in a deep snowbank, and was able to dig his way out and walk away. He was shaken, but he wasn't injured. The snow compressing under him brought his landing to a gradual stop. Now, often in a motion picture, when a precipitous fall is imminent and incorporated into a fight sequence, the audience will eventually see the fall in 3 cuts. The real actor takes a punch, and his reaction tells us that he's about to fall. The second cut is a long shot in which the stuntman doubles for the actor, continues the action for the fall itself without showing its completion. The last cut shows the real actor seemingly hitting the ground on impact. It's most important that the stuntman matches the actor's position as he starts his fall, and that his body flying past camera or out the bottom of camera duplicates the actor's position for the shot of impact. The film editor cuts the 3 scenes together, and interesting sequence results. In order to learn bodily control in the air, one of the best things to use that I know is a diving board. I'd like to show you a few dives that will help you with your coordination. A jackknife, swan dive, half twist, half gainer with a half twist. Another excellent way to master bodily control and coordination is to use a trampoline. Now, don't take unnecessary risks working alone. A couple of spotters can aid you out of possible danger. For a high fall, stuntmen frequently use nets, air pads, or empty cardboard cartons to land on. The boxes are assembled by simply interlocking the end flaps. Once assembled, all sharp corners are hammer flattened, a very important safety consideration. In placing the boxes, the stuntman doing the fall determines positioning and how large the stack must be as to height and width. A piece of canvas is placed over the boxes to hold the pile together on impact. Once the ends of the tarp have been lashed together securely, our man is ready for a practice fall. When he lands on the tarp-covered boxes, air, compressing as the boxes collapse will cushion his fall. That is, providing the physics equation is correct and everything else goes well. 1, 2, 3.
Are you all right, Ken?
All of the proceedings prepared us for a fight sequence like this one. This is what it all leads up to.